This is the home belonging to Billy and Judy Miller. Their granddaughter Haley says they were found at the same time, but she finds some comfort in that because she says those two wouldn't be able to live without one another. Here's some of the questions we asked. First, if I'm an expecting parent, how do I prepare for this formula shortage? They say the number of donations and the items collected so far wouldn't even fit in this former space. Now, this brick wall right here was up. This damage was not here this morning. You've seen just how powerful this storm is. This is outside of Lexington, and I just want to show you the map that we've been looking at that shows you where we are exactly and just how much red is on that map. We went back to police records as well as stories we've covered to put together a list of shootings in this area. You've spent a lot of time here. What's it like being back here?
You know, it's honestly a blessing.
There was a shortage of lifeguards, and that's mainly because of fewer certification opportunities because of the pandemic. Sunday morning, you can only hear the sound of rain falling onto charred pieces of what's left of a family's home. But Saturday night, neighbors document the panic and fear. There were shots fired.
He just shot again.
And even
fire and flames just keep shooting up, dude.
Destruction.
You're just sitting there looking at whatever, and then it catches on fire.
Cookie Sanders lives in the building across the street. He watched it all unfold. Police say 30-year-old Logan Browning broke into his ex-girlfriend's apartment at Richmond Manor just after 9 o'clock.
I thought I heard yelling, which, you know, is kind of how it is sometimes. So I was like, all right, whatever. And then I heard a police siren. I'm like, man, that's crazy that, like, I heard yelling and a police siren, whatever. And I look outside and there's already like 5 cop cars.
Police say Browning attacked the woman and took a gun from her. Officers say she was able to escape with 3 small children who were home when this all started.
I was hoping, you know, they got out more than anything.
Officers say Browning barricaded himself inside the apartment and started shooting out the windows.
He had busted out both top windows and throwing out dressers and just different type of objects.
Veronica Hinton also lives nearby.
My worst fear was that he was going to set the place on fire.
Officers spent 4 hours trying to get Browning to come out, but in the meantime,
he has set the building on fire.
Police say he set the upstairs part of the apartment on fire, then came out with a gun and was taken into custody.
I'm glad everybody's okay. That's all it is, more than anything.
It's a big loss for other people, you know, things they can't get back. And just devastating.
Joanne, I thought I would never hear from you again.
No matter the distance, love can feel close.
It's their story, and it's a beautiful history.
But yet, so far.
Well, the most important letter had tear stains on it.
At his parents' home in Somerset,
Yeah.
Blake Morris absorbs the story you can't find in a book.
I'm a big history buff and an avid reader. So.
Raymond Eugene Langford's voice tells one story.
So I had one guy to hold the barrel down while I was shooting.
His words.
They seemed to be awfully worried about me, as they hadn't heard from me since the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
Tell another.
That promise you made still stands, doesn't it?
It's beautiful to read about how he begs her to wait for him to keep that promise.
Libby Morris is Blake's mom.
This one doesn't have a date?
A memorable call to make sure history, not seen for 30 years,
He never spoke of the war.
wouldn't be forgotten.
I went through it for about 30 minutes, and I opened one box, and there the letters were.
It really felt like a gift from him.
There's so many questions that I didn't ask when I was young that I wish that I had asked. And it just broke my heart that I would never have the answers to these things. And then I was given this gift.
Langford died in 2008. The letters were found in a storage shed in the yard of his former home.
I felt more connected to him than I ever would have.
A grandson, touched deeper than ink on the page.
But there is no better gift than opening up these letters and looking through his eyes.
A daughter whose wish has become that gift.
I can not only hear him the way I remember him, but I also learn so much more about him that I didn't know.
I know that this has been fulfilling for her, and it's been the most exciting thing in the world for me.
There's some eyewitness account of a turning point in our country's history, but Gene still keeps the past in the present.
And tell me all the news, as I'm always looking for a letter from you.
They're such a treasure, so I knew that somebody had a hand in it.
So here's to wishing you a Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Give my love to all.
It's a prayer. Many prayers come true. And when I was little, I always thought there has to be a time that I'll be allowed to read those, and there never was.
Until now.
Lots and lots of love. Always.
As a new day begins, it's another chapter of Delbert Keith's love story.
I didn't marry till I was 34.
Each with the light of his life,
You gotta laugh.
Carolyn.
If you don't laugh in life, you gotta be.
So I always try to laugh when he tells the jokes.
Married for more than half a century, best friends, and a lifetime of adventure.
Yeah, right.
Together, reaching new heights.
I'm gonna be on the news.
Yeah?
Oh gosh.
But Delbert and Carolyn didn't come here to smile for our camera.
Well, I've always wanted to go up.
How many go up at a time?
Like 5 or 6.
We ready?
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun, huh?
Well, make it.
I'm 89 years old and I'm going to have a lot of experiences when I get older.
As morning fog lifts, sky's the limit.
Yeah, I've never done this before.
Even as they face something unknown together.
How do you get in?
They don't have a restroom on there, do they?
No restroom on board, but a good laugh.
I brought this. I don't need it when he turns the toaster on.
Just another chapter of this
You look out below you there.
forever love story.
That's high enough.
God made a beautiful world. Really did. And we probably don't appreciate it as much as we should.
For 54 trips around the sun, countless memories.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Delbert and Carolyn have been each other's twinkle of light. In Danville, Austin Pollack, Evening Edition.